I like those smacking drums. They almost sound like acoustic live drums, but you could tell they're modified and it has like a little bit of an electro pop type feel to them. I like that. What's going on, everybody? My name is Joey Nato. I am an artist / music producer. If you want to hear some of my music, there's a link in the description below. I recommend you check it out after this video. League of Legends. Look, all I know is there's this song called Awaken featuring Valerie Broussard, and I know the last song that they put out to promote the skins on League of Legends from KDA, Pop Stars, was dope. And I heard Rise. People wanted me to react to Rise, but I already heard it, so if I do it, it won't really be a reaction. But now Awaken is coming out and I'm ready. I'm gonna be focusing on the music production elements and all that of this song. So Awaken featuring Valerie Broussard. Let's get into it. Okay. So we have like a string pad that's like that you hear in the background. It fills the void. It fills the empty space in the song, because without that, it would just be the piano chords that are just coming in at the beginning of measures going dun dun dun, and then there's a little bass line underneath it too to just give it a little bit more depth. But then you have like a really breathy vocal coming from Valerie here. So let's see what else is going on. I like these dark piano chords. Okay, that was a tom roll, like a really harsh tom roll. Just I can't do it as fast as it was actually played, but you get the point of what I'm saying. All right, 808's punching with her vocal rhythm here. And there's some strings in the background going. Got my headphones on backwards. There's a surprise. They're panning to the left side here, and they're just kind of like creeping up a little bit. And meanwhile, her voice is intensifying. So something big is gonna happen here. I'm curious to see what this drop is gonna be like, man. I'm excited. Okay, reverse cymbal. All right, lead synthesizer kind of in the back of the mix, but it has like a little harsh texture to it. Or whatever it's doing. This sounds cool. I don't think this is the drop yet. I think there's still some suspense going on here, even though there's like a drum rhythm going on. Here we go. Ooh, a little violin, like shimmering a little bit. Ooh. I like those smacking drums. They almost sound like acoustic live drums, but you could tell they're modified and it has like a little bit of an electro pop type feel to them. I like that. I like how the song isn't really building up to like a climax per se, at least not yet. Maybe this is almost like what the route that movie trailers take, where they don't want the song to build up to a huge point. The build up is when you go see the actual movie, and maybe that's kind of what's the thought process is behind here. String sounds kind of dying off a little bit. Alright, this is kind of an interlude of the song going on, so there's not much instrumentation going on at the moment. A lot of playfulness with these violins, and now you hear her voice, breathy vocals, backing vocals bouncing off a little bit in the background. You hear her voice creeping in, saying Awaken. I'm a fan of those drums, man. Very nice. My favorite part about this part here is, I mean, you have the high violins like just rapidly going all over the place, but you hear her harmonies rising. This is all about suspense and tension building up. That is the driving force behind this song here. And you hear her harmonies in the background like, but they're stacked up and they're just rising, and it's just creating that tension like I mentioned. Ha! It's funny. Oh. Her vocal isn't the big focus on the song here. If you ask me, it's all those strings. Ends with all the reverb and the resonant sound to end it there. That was dope. I like that. In my opinion, that song didn't have a true climax point where it was like, yo, this is it. This is the big moment of the song. It just kind of left you high and dry a little bit. It sounded like it was building up, and at the end of the song, it sounded like it was still kind of building up. It never reached a destination per se, in my opinion, just because the strings kept going rapidly, and then, I mean, the piano was dissipated throughout the production and everything like that. You heard them more in the beginning, but not so much towards the end. And her vocal became a little bit more, you know, prominent in the song towards the end, but at the end of the day, it was just about the mesh of the instruments all together, those toms just rolling. And it was, oh man, there was I'm used to listening to songs with, you know, verse, chorus, very standard type of style when I do these videos, but that was truly trailer music right there. And that's a whole different element when it comes to, you know, breaking down these type of songs. Hopefully I made a lot of good points though, and hopefully you kind of picked up on what I was talking about. Make sure to check out some of my music. There's a link in the description below. Let me know what you guys thought about this video and about this song in general. I don't got much more to say other than that, and I don't got a cool outro line yet, so I'll just say I appreciate you guys. Nado.
Not sleeping tonight. They thinking it's outrageous. Well, I don't care what no one thinks. I don't mind the naysayers. I'm just trying to get mine. I'm just trying to get by.